Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Playground Production Studios here in this historic Irvington area that we are. This facility is used for recording, rehearsals, events, and much more, featuring several spaces with a variety of uses for the arts. It is owned and operated by Adam Revere, and we thank him for being here and hosting this tonight, who himself is a multi-instrumentalist who plays and instructs percussion, flute, didgeridoo, and many others. There are several events hosted here each month, and more information can be found at playgroundindy.com or follow them on their Facebook page. There are restrooms located back where Adam's at to my right, back there, and then of course if there happen to be any event of a fire or things like that, there's an exit down here and an exit where you came in. So, also during the performance tonight, we'd ask that there be no photography of the actual performance and those types of things. It's been asked that you just follow Ken or Jonah or the Playground Production Studios on Facebook, and they'll be posting pictures of that. So if you want to see any media pictures and things like that from tonight, please follow them. There are some flutes, various flutes around on various tables, such as behind me and out here in the entryway. We want to make sure that we don't touch those. It's not such a matter of whether or not we'll break them or not. Some of them are very sentimental and have some various backstories, and we want to make sure we respect those. And so make sure that as people are moving around or afterwards, if you see that sign or you see flutes laying around, don't just pick them up and touch them or things like that. So we'd ask that you respect that as well. My name is Joel DeLashman, and I'm the coordinator for the Indiana Flute Circle here in Indiana, which is a gathering of Native American flute enthusiasts, and we meet once a month at the Crystal DeHaan Fine Arts Center at the University of Indianapolis. We'd invite you to come out and join us at any time that you have the opportunity. You can follow us at indianaflutecircle.com is where our website is to be able to follow the events that we have. Tonight we're going to have a couple wonderful flute players. Our local Ken Noland will be playing for us, as well as Jonah. And I'd just like to start by introducing Ken here, and we will introduce Jonah after Ken gets done. But Ken's been playing, from what I understand, for about 9 years now. Is that correct? About 9-10 years. And Ken resides in the Indianapolis area with his family. Now, although he discovered the gift of the flute at a later time in his life, it hasn't stopped him from the spirit of the playing the flute and wanting and having that desire to share that gift with other people. Each year, Ken plays at many of the powwows in the Indianapolis and Indiana area. He's been featured on some of our local broadcasts over the past several years. He released his first album, Searching, in 2017. And I don't know, do you have albums here tonight, Ken? All right, so his album here. And then this year he released another album, which he'll be sharing with some of that music tonight, called Walking the Path of Peace. And we look forward to him sharing with us some of the message in some of those songs. So please join me in welcoming Ken Noland tonight.
Okay, all right. I always start to, anybody that's not familiar with the flute, and this is the story that was given to me then when I started to play. And it was used, the flute was used for courting, and that's the reason it Nishilasi courting flute, if you do research on it. The story I was given, there was a young man who was madly in love with a young lady in his village. And he asked this elder, grandfather, he goes, she won't pay no attention to me. What do I need to do? And the elder says, go deep, deep, deep in the woods, farther and farther than you've ever been. And pray. And the Creator will answer your prayer. So he got as far as he wanted to go because he's afraid if he went any farther, he would not be able to punch way back. So he sat under this great tree. And he prayed and prayed, and he prayed and prayed and prayed. And nothing was happening. And he thought, man, what's wrong? And then all at once, he hears the wind blow through the trees. And all at once there was this music that was coming from this tree. And he says, that's it. That's what I must have for the woman I love. So he climbed the tree, and he'd get so close, so close, and he'd fall back to the ground every time. He did this 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and he fell back, and he sat there in despair that I can never make it there. What am I going to do? And he's really starting to get bummed out. And all at once, here come a woodpecker gliding down on that branch. And the motion of the branch up and down brought the music back. And this is the time of the flying ones and the two-leggeds could speak to one another. And he calls out, Brother Woodpecker, I need that limb up there for the woman I love. Can you help me? And the woodpecker thought a second. He said, yes, I'll help you. So he started pecking and pecking on the branch. And it fell down and it dropped right in his hands. And he looked at it and he went, interesting. What do I do with it now? So he goes back to the elder. And he says, Grandfather, this is magic. It makes music. What am I to do? And the elder showed him how to play. And he sent him back to that same spot in the woods. And the order is to sit there and practice, and once you learn to play, learn a song. And that song will be the song that you take to the woman you love. And if she accepts your song, she'll be yours. So he worked and he worked, he finally had a song. And he goes back to the village, and he goes to her lodge, and he stands in front of her lodge, and boys are all nervous, thinking, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And he says, well, I got to do it. And so he started playing the song. And lo and behold, what happened? The opening of the lodge flew back, and she walked out, and they embraced. And they were together forever after. So, anytime you see a flute, no matter what this looks like, a lot of times it's referred to as a woodpecker. That's in honor of the gift of the woodpecker to the music of the flute. I'll give you a little sample of the song that I had when I got my flute, and under what I was supposed to do was to go and be by myself, and it won't slide. Be by myself, learn a song, and then play it for my wife. And that would be our song forever. And this is a sample of our song, the first song that I played for Sandy, my wife. Simple little song, but I play it and she cries. So it does what it should do. Thank you. This concert is being dedicated to get this up here. Keep sliding down on me, guys. There. This concert is being dedicated to the person that showed me what really walking the path of peace means. My cousin, Linda Howard Brewer, is in late stage metastasized lung cancer. And so she wanted to make it here, but she's too frail to make it. So this will be dedicated to her. But when I come to the CD and to the dedication, that was the only person to come to mind that showed the power of walking the walk, the path that we all have to walk. Because she's walking it with a smile. She's walking it with acceptance. But as she told me, she says, I know where I'm going, and where I'm going is good. And so that hit me. This is the person I need to dedicate it to. And since she's not here, I want to vocally dedicate it to Linda and thank her for being an example to never give up, whatever happens to you. So this is from a CD. It's called The Other Side of the Stars. And I got two on now, sorry. The reason it's called The Other Side of the Stars is when I was a child, I lived on the farm out in the country. Nobody around. And at night, all you could see was the cosmos. All that grand stars just from one boundary to another boundary. And I always thought as a kid, wow, what in the world is out there? There's got to be more than what I see. And so as I went through this process of selecting and writing the songs out, this is one that hit me. This is part of that journey of finding a path of peace, because one day everyone's going to find out what's on the other side of the stars. So this is The Other Side of the Stars. Patrick. There he is.
Ready for me?
Yes, sir.
I wore the sunglasses supposed to match. Since it's kind of jazzy thing.
You won't confuse us now. This piece is spurred out of a moment of great creativity. I forgot the song we were going to record. So I looked over at Patrick and I said, do one of those jazzy things you do. And here is Woodland Jazz. Patrick Higgins. I have had to make a little shift in some of the foods and what I was going to do because some foods don't like my lips right now. They're punishing me for being stupid. But they're all my children. They all play spatial music. And forget the name. Big Sleep Week? Yeah, I'm sorry, I just went Uber. Because I changed my phone schedule and I didn't change it there. There's a morning prayer. Now, in what I play, always approaches, I'm playing a prayer. I'm playing prayers for people. I'm playing prayers for situations. But the first and foremost, what I play is a prayer. And I look for it to be healing for someone that hears it. To hear and touch somebody's spirit that needs an uplift. That's what I play my music for, is to not me, but to make somebody better. Sometimes I have to use my music to bring myself back in the center and right. But my aim in my music is for other people and for them to be better after they hear what I have played. This is, I'm sorry. Accident is running out. This is another prayer song, and it's on Eagle's Wings. How appropriate. We believe that our prayers, as we play our music, it's in prayers that rises up to the Creator. And the one that can take it farther than our musical travel is the great eagles. And they can fly closest to heaven and take it to the Creator. So this is on Eagle's Wings. Thank you so much. This is a little change up. I had had this piece that went through my head and kept going through, and finally I threw it out to see if anybody could come up with a name for it. And one of the people said, well, call it Spirit on the Wind. And I thought, that sounded good. So this is Spirit on the Wind. It's a song about life, and it's just not, there's joy in life. And so we want to remember that. And the song I would like to play tonight, flute doesn't fit my mouth, is There's Always Hope. And always like to encourage everybody when I do a concert that no matter what is coming before you, there's always hope. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you only look, you'll see, and you follow, and you'll find a happy place, and you'll find a place you're supposed to be. But this is Spirit on the Wind. One more? Ham will always take a piece of bacon. This is my favorite flute. It does anything I want it to do, no matter what. And it came to me in a very special way. And so it even makes it more special. But this is an in-carved flute. It's carved in the old style, rough style, that they used to do. And so we're just going to do what I do with it sometimes. Thank you very much. It's been an honor to be here today and play for y'all. And as my wife, if she's here, if she hurt herself and she can't be here, would tell you, this piece of wood y'all look at is, that's my heart and my soul. And I found my baby to change my life almost 10 years ago. It's been a journey that's been fabulous. So I thank you all. I appreciate you being here.